Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome. I trust that you're out there listening, watching. Like we said, like we promised, we are here. It's a little bit over 1 p.m. Sorry about that. Um, but we're here, and we're hoping that you're out there too, listening and watching, that you've tuned in for what was or what is the big announcement. This is Egbe Monjimbo, and I'm coming to you live, not on the radio this time, which is kind of, it feels awkward to actually see myself talking to you all. I hope you're there. I hope you're watching. I hope you're listening. It's going to be an interesting couple of minutes coming ahead because we have lots and lots and lots of announcements to make. Lots of new things, lots of stuff that's going to stay the same. So don't be scared, don't be worried, but lots of new, good stuff that we have in store for you. So if you're just tuning in, you're just signing in, welcome. This is Egbe Monjimbo. It says there that I cannot tell you who it is that did that because I'm going to be seeing her real soon. Who it is that typed out the thing that says CEO Egbe Connect Seeker Pride. So I'm going to have her just come on in. And so I'm not going to be here on this panel alone. I'm going to bring a guest in so that we're going to both have a chat. I think the flip will be script this time. She'll be asking the questions and I'll be responding most of the time. So welcome to this special edition. All right, there she is. And so let me
Hi,
give it.
everyone.
Hello, Nikki. Nikki,
Hello, Egbe.
I tell you, it's a joy to see you. Just give me confidence. I was sitting there for those few minutes saying, come on in, please come on in."
Yes, I saw. I saw. I was like, you could do it. You could do it. It's gonna be great.
That is what you have been for the entire, I don't know, what is it, 2 years now?
Yeah, it's been
Been.
almost. We're almost at 2 years. It'll be 2 years in what, October or September?
Right, right.
Yeah, yeah,
Mhm. So this is happening because of this lady that you see sitting in there. She's my daughter, but she acts for all the world like she's my grandma. I tell you, kicking and just she's dragged me kicking and screaming into things that I have no clue, did not even know existed, including this stream yard we're on right now. So I'll just turn things over to you and just you just take it
yeah.
and
No, I'm so excited and so honored to be here. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're excited that you all are here. If you could do us a favor, make sure you comment. Make sure that you interact with us. This is not just a conversation between Egby and myself, but this is truly an interactive moment. Egby has something to share with you on. We are excited to kind of share all of that information with you and the exciting news of everything that's coming. This has, as she said, been a 2 year journey for the both of us, and getting her to this place. And we really believe that God is in the midst of this. So we are
into
very
that.
excited about what He is doing first and foremost. So, congratulations to Egby, because this is a major, major announcement and a major, major accomplishment. And as she said to me earlier, we just kind of threw me in there, and I was like, we got to just go sometimes. You just kind of got to throw the people in the water, see if they sink or swim, and jump in after them if they don't swim. But we're glad that she's swimming. So this is her first test, and she's doing so well, and I'm very excited, and so very honored to be able to work alongside this beautiful, beautiful soul. So I am, as she said, my name is Nicki Marie, and I am a brand strategist, and I help with all things branding, from marketing to graphic design, web design, all of those things. I also do project coaching and brand coaching, which is where I have sat and had the pleasure of sitting with Miss Egby and everything over the last 2 years. And so it has been such a joy. We've done so much together. It's amazing that it's been 2 years already, but
Yes.
here we are. so, um,
Are
so
you
thank you
going to
all.
tell them how it all started though?
Yes, we're gonna tell them in just 1 second.
Okay.
We're gonna go there. I mean, you can jump right on in if you want to go there and just tell them how we got started. Because I for a long time I didn't even know how Egby found me. She just called me one day, and the next thing you know, we were working together. It's
Yes,
like, oh,
yes. It started. I belong to a group called the Secret Trust Global Alliance, and somebody recommended someone to do our website for us. And so she did a fantastic job with the website. And I was saying, well, I was thinking about writing the book. the Victoria's Jewel, the book about Sikh Baptist College and everything. And I said, well, as the whole thing was ending, I said, well, do you have anybody you could recommend? She gave me a couple of people. Other people gave me some names as well. I called one or two, and then I called you, and I had that conversation with you, and I said, I forget everybody else. This is who I'm going to go with. And you know what really sold me? I think I told you already. You were saying, I don't usually do this. I don't work with clients this way, but I have prayed about this, and I feel I have a good feeling about it. That sealed it for me. End of story. Because most people in professional settings don't say that. They're not willing to say if they're into their faith or anything like
Yeah.
that. And so I'm like somebody who's bold enough to say that, and who is taking this seriously enough. That's who I'd rather work with. And so that's how we
Yeah.
struck it off. It was because of the Victoria's Jewel, the book, which
Yeah.
we ended up publishing, which I couldn't have done without you, by the way.
Which that's our first point. How did tell us about Victoria's Jewel? Tell us about what it is, how we got to that point, um, and tell us what your favorite part about the journey of writing that and putting that together was.
I tell you, it's really, it's been a passion of mine. That boarding school, because the Victoria's Jewel Sikh Baptist College is about the school I went to as for a boarding school. So I've always been passionate about it. Didn't quite enjoy the process while I was in the school. It was a learning process, but in hindsight, I have realized how what a blessing it was. The lessons I learned there, the friendships I formed there, and then I started
Yeah.
thinking about the people who made it happen. Had it not been
Yeah.
for them, we wouldn't have had any school to go to. And most of them were actually missionaries sent out here who were
Yeah.
going into a totally unknown place to do what they did for us. And so for me, I know we believe when you get to heaven, you get to hear, well done, good and faithful servant. But sometimes it's good
Mhm.
to hear that here while you're still here, so that you know that what you did made a difference. And that also encourages other
Yeah.
people to do the same. And so that was the thing. For me, it had always been a dream of mine. I started trying to do the little website thing and put that there. But in our day and time, sometimes you actually want an actual physical copy of the book.
Oh, let's see. I believe that her internet is running a little slow. So let's see if we can bring her back on.
Yeah,
Okay, there we go. I think your
I
internet
actually
went
saw
out just for a second.
for a second. Okay, and I could still
Yes,
hear see everything, so I didn't realize I was off. So I was
it's
saying the
okay.
time came when we had to decide about the cover of the book, and you were saying if you do soft paperback, it's going to be cheaper. Then and I said to you specifically, no, I want it to be hardcover because I want it to be something
Hmm.
people can keep and always cherish
Yeah,
into the
a
history of the
keepsake. Yeah, I remember that.
correct. So
Yeah.
that, and then the part about you getting to know this school because you didn't know it existed, but getting to know about
Mhm.
what
Yes.
the school going and get to see the amazing people that have graduated from that school and what they're doing with their lives was was the second part that was very, very interesting for me to see
Yes.
happen. Hmm.
So those of you that don't know, because some of you are just joining us, I have people on from my community who are like, "Who are these people? Who is this lady on here with Nikki?" But just a quick introduction for those of you that are jumping on. My name is Nikki Marie, and I am a brand strategist from It's All Inspired Corporation. We are a brand media and design firm, and I'm so excited and honored to be with my beautiful client, Egbe Monjimbo, and she is of Egbe Connect, Sacred Pride, and a few other things, but we're not going to name them so we don't overwhelm her of all the different things that she is over and overseeing. But we are here today as she is launching and she is getting ready to make some announcements to everyone and let everyone know of what's coming. We just talked about Victoria's Jewel, which was her first book that she got out, which was a historical book regarding the school Sacred Baptist College, which is an amazing historical story beyond just the institute, beyond just a university. It is truly a beautiful story. So if you get a chance, go check out Victoria's Jewel. You can catch it on Amazon. It's live. It's been about a year now, and it's still kept. People are still purchasing. People are still really interested in it, and it is still taking off in such an amazing way. So Congratulations on Victoria's Jewel. And so tell us a little bit about how you begin to realize that something else was happening after Victoria's Jewel.
Right. I have always been the kind of person that just feels like doing something and I go ahead and do it the best way I know how to. But then our world is changing so much. So you're sitting there knowing that you do have something you'd like to do. Because as I say, you have a set of experiences that make it clear that you should be doing something with those experiences that you've had, making sure that somebody else benefits from whatever privilege that you have benefited from. I didn't get to go to the school I went to just for me to enjoy the benefits and not do any, not give back. I live in a community, which means I should be doing my part to keep that community going, either
Yeah.
by informing. I teach for a profession, so that I already do that every day. Go in there, as I've said.
Hmm.
Right now, frankly, if I have to be honest, I do much more. I do maybe 60% of the actual academics, and the other 40 is trying to actually get the kids to believe in themselves,
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
think that they can make something out of themselves, that kind of thing, that motivational kind of thing, or letting them know that if things may not be working too well for you right now, but they'll get
Yeah.
kind of thing. So for me, the more I can do with that, the more people I can reach, then the better it will be. That is why when
Yeah.
you started telling me about things, I was so reluctant to do anything. I'm a creature of habit. What I have done for 10 years is what I'll do tomorrow. Get up, my keys are in
Yeah.
the same place, everything the same. Change doesn't come too easily to me. So it has taken you to tell me, but you have all these platforms sitting right here. Make good use of, you could actually use them and actually do something more. So that's when I began to feel, I would say you are the one that made me know, made me believe, made me think I should be doing much more, and to be more effective in what it is that I've already been kind of doing.
Yeah, when Egbe came to me and we were talking about the book and how to communicate, the book was out even to the people that are a part of the Sacred Baptist College community. I was like, you have this amazing page. Normally, when clients come to me, they have maybe a couple thousand followers. They might have a couple of people, that they engage with regularly. But rarely do people come in with almost 35K followers and a whole huge community of engaging people. And I was like, make a post. tell tell the people that the book is out. That's what it is. It's really simple. Because we, at that point, we had just talked about creating the book. We hadn't even talked about the marketing aspect fully, in its totality, until we were already towards it. And I realized she didn't really have anyone helping her with marketing. And
Mhm.
so I had that conversation with her. And so it's not even about leveraging as much as it is communicating to the community that has been supportive. And I've had the amazing privilege of being able to see that community engage with one another. And it is beautiful to see, and to see what you have built and what you have started, that is really international. There's so many people that, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was just agreeing with you. I said it is. I have to go there now and see people have typed comments in languages I don't know. I have to hit the translate button to
Hit the
see.
C translation.
I
Yep.
hope they're not saying something bad and they're saying this is great. What's the name of the song that just played? There are even people who are asking about the school. What day is the interview date going to be? That just 2 days ago exactly, somebody came in there saying, I went to the school this year. We have a system where we have like a kind of mentor person for the younger kids. She said this lady was
Mhm.
so nice to me since we left the school. Since she left the school, I have not been able to find her. I wonder where she is. And I said, give me her
Mm.
name. She did. I went and found her classmates and said, do you know where this
It's
girl
amazing.
is by any chance? Oh, they said, yes, she's in so and so. I said, give me your number. I'll send it to her. All of Monday, it was both of them saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been trying to find her. That easy. But it wouldn't have happened
Yeah.
if I just sat here in my house and didn't do anything.
If
But
you
that's
had not had built that community.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah. So, and that was over a year and a half ago now. I think it took us about 6 months to get the book together and out, which was actually amazing, considering the size of the book. It's a very large book, and it's an amazing story, really. So if you all are interested, please go check that out. Um, But in that the year and a half since then, tell us about how this journey has been, because it has been a journey, right? It has not, this has not been the easiest of things to get
Mhm.
out, to push out. Anyone who has started anything knows that hurdles pop up. Every and anything that you could possibly think of to go wrong begins to go wrong when there's purpose behind something, right? So tell us about the journey a little bit.
You mean the Victoria Jewel journey or what has happened since?
In the since after Victoria's Jewel.
All right. The day came finally when the book was launched. I ordered my own copy. It was strange because people were saying, yeah, I got mine. I'll take a picture and send it to me. I'm like, I don't have the book yet. Can you show me, take a picture so I can see? It took a while before my own little box came in here. And we had a whole community
Yeah.
of people so happy to actually have that record because it's a record that you actually have a keepsake in their homes.
Hmm.
But not long, last 2 weeks ago now, somebody only found out about the book and they gave them my number and she called. She actually came from, they went to school in Sika, but came from Nigeria, the neighboring country, and went back there
Hmm.
and had lost all contact. So somebody told her about the book. She called me. She just got herself a copy, and a bunch of her family members also got a copy. But after the book now came on out there, it's been doing well. It was now okay. So what's next? And you were telling me about other things that I could do with the Seeker Pride that I already have because the book came from the Seeker Pride website. Pretty much the most of the material
Hmm.
was already
Yep.
sitting
Yep.
there on the Seeker Pride thing, and that's how we got to know about the fact that there was a Seeker Pride Facebook page, and that I was also
Yes.
doing this radio thing on Vusa World Radio. And you were like, you should actually get. Oh, so you're asking me about the readership, asking about this all technical terms that people use in our day and time, which I kind of knew that they were there, but didn't just want to bother with them. In fact, the Seeker Pride page with all that following, Facebook itself would say, it is time for you to, you could monetize this and so thing. I just click the thing off. Like moving on, I've come with my little
She
post.
did. I remember this. She just ignored it.
I just ignore it and just go on with whatever it is I've come on out there to post. And bless dear Nikki's heart, what a patient person. She would, I'm surprised she still has hair on her head.
I'm sure not everyone would agree with that.
She'd be pulling her hair with frustration. No, Igbe, you can't do that. You need to do this. Is not. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. I began to even dread the day when we'd have meetings because I don't. She'd say, "Do this. Can you get this done by such and so day?" Maybe the day before, I'll try to go say, "What did Nikki say I should do again?" And go
Oh,
look over
she
there.
would, and she would call me the night before. She would call. So what would you say would be the greatest joy of this journey for you so far?
I tell you, when I
And not
first,
just with me, but just of building this community, of getting to this point.
it is, I don't know where to start and where to finish. When you see people like the story I just told about the girl who's found her friend, that one from Nigeria
Yeah.
who's reconnected with her classmates. Somebody like the radio show when I talk
Hmm.
about, I had somebody, an expert on autism. I actually call her the autism whisperer. She came and had a show
Hmm.
there. People called her and called her after it. Then we put the thing on YouTube. Somebody saw it in Cameroon. A doctor, a medical doctor, saw it, the show in Cameroon, and actually told us she's been using. She'll play the thing, listen to what this lady is saying, and use it to diagnose her patients there.
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
so it is a useful thing that I don't have to guess whether it's helping or not. It is concretely helping. People have come
Yes.
and talked about domestic violence. They've come and talked about all kinds of things. So that is
Hmm.
a thriving community. Sometimes it's jokes, we are laughing and we are excited about something. Sometimes it's sad, somebody has passed away. So it really is a
Yeah.
community, and what is important to that community that I've been trying to um, to do to serve in a way, bringing
Yeah.
them the laughter, but also the education that they need. From even us of us, there's an immigrant community here in the States and in other countries in Europe, where we come out here and have some difficulty adjusting our kids and
Yes.
everything. So they're just even
Yeah.
happy to know that there is somebody there who's gone through this, been there, done that, and can give you tips. So it's everything. And for me, what is heartwarming is that it is helping.
Yeah.
Maybe not such a huge community just yet, but helping the ones that we're able to touch. That's what's most important
Yeah.
for me.
Yeah, it's very rewarding, and I've been able to experience that on this side, watching it grow and the things continue to happen.
Mhm.
And I'm very, very excited about. Hopefully, my internet is not destabilizing here, but very excited just about how this has been coming together and how many lives have been touched from it. So, tell us what has been the most difficult part of the journey for you.
Believing that I can adjust, I can go to the next step, take it to the next level. Because when it
Mm,
comes even to
mhm.
this radio thing, even that was a problem. The guys from the radio said, "You can come and do this. We've seen what you write. We've been watching you and following you for years. You can do this." And I was like,
Mhm.
"No, I have barely gotten myself to the point where I write a little blog and stuff. I don't think I want to do that." They made me do it, and then now I'm very comfortable doing that too. So it's
Yeah.
been the adjusting to the changes, and this big one that we have right now. When I see you do like the logo, I'm like, oh wow, look at this logo. When you even did the picture of the book, the Victoria's Jewel book, I was like, I cannot believe
Mhm.
it's a book. It actually says my name on it. It's always
Yeah.
a pleasant surprise to hear,
Yeah.
to see those new things as we've been evolving and advancing to the point that we are at now.
So what would you say to someone who is trying to who has to believe in themselves to get to get over that hurdle? What would you say to them?
I would say if you are blessed to find your own Nikki Marie, then you just you should thank God. And the thing is about being prayerful, truly, because I
Yeah.
had a good
Yes.
feeling about this, and also understanding that what helps you get over the hurdles. The final thing for me is this: I believe I will answer to whoever put me on this planet to do what I was sent here to
Mhm.
do. I have
Yes.
told you before. I told you the story. The parable of the talents is always playing in my head.
Yes.
He gave everybody talents, different amounts, but he gave us all something. You're just not sitting here for by chance. You're here to do
Yes.
something. And then the person who gave
Yes.
you the mission would say, what did you do with the thing though? Because
What
there's
did
such
you
a thing
do
as
with
not
it?
fulfilling your mission. There's something as also fulfilling the wrong one. He put you here, gave
Mhm.
you a wonderful voice to sing. You are insisting on going to do something else that you're not comfortable doing because everybody else is doing it that and doing it that way. But you're here.
Yep.
You have Seka Pride itself began in 2012 like that. My husband works out of the country, so he comes in. Not he's not here most of the time. The kids went off to college. I'm sitting here with
Yeah.
all of these computers, sitting here with all of this time where I can say, okay, I can go to bed. I can afford to go to bed at midnight today, wake up early. I had a flexible timetable. And I'm going, somebody else does not have all that God has blessed you with right here. You have the internet, you have
Yeah.
this thing. Other people are sitting out there spewing porn, horrible stuff out there. Every day you complain and you say, oh, this is rotten, this is so sad. What have you done to put an
Yes.
alternative
What
out
have you
there,
done?
a healthy
Yep.
thing out there for people
Yes.
to make use of? So when I think about it that way, then I say you cannot afford to sit here being shy. I would rather not. What if they say this? Then they'll
Yeah.
no. You have to just get over it and go on out there and do what it is that you believe or even know in your
Yes.
heart and soul you're here to do. So that's what I'll tell anybody who's hesitating. If you know that you have that you're called to do something, please forget being shy. Find yourself your own Nikki and go for it.
Yes. Listen. So the time has come. We're not going to prolong this, and I know people have been waiting. They want to know what all these changes are about. You all, we made a simple change to the name of a page, and everyone went berserk. Everyone went, "What is going on?" What people were calling, texting, "What is going on?" People were commenting, and so we finally said, "Okay, join us tomorrow." So we can make this special announcement. So we are here, and at this point in time, why don't you tell us all about the wonderful Egbe Connect? What is it? What can people expect from it? What can they mainly expect from Egbe Connect? And
Mhm.
what is it?
The truth is, I'll give credit where it's due. It is pretty much your idea. Egbe Connect, to put it, don't shake your head. No, the content, the content is mine, but the whole idea of Egbe Connect really is your thought process, which makes perfect sense now that it is out there and I can see it. But it took me a while. As I said, change it doesn't come easily with me, for me. But Egbe Connect
Mhm,
now is an overarching thing, an umbrella
mhm,
kind of thing that is just going to take care of the things I have already been doing. So
Yeah.
that's the thing about it. People were like, oh my goodness, so is Seeker Pride gone? No, it is not gone. Not going
It
anywhere
is not
anytime
gone.
soon. It's still not gone. But it's part of what Egbe Connect is. Because you see,
Yeah.
Seeker Pride was there. It was already shifting in that direction. Because I tried my best to limit myself to the Seeker part of the whole thing. But other people, having seen how it has had grown, having seen the audience that it had, were always asking me, okay, can you please feature this thing? Can you please post this thing? And I was going, well, I'm trying to limit myself to what the whole Seeker part of the Seeker Pride thing is. And so
Hmm.
I'd say no, and then, but now I still took care of things that were not exactly tied to Seeker Pride. So it was time to say, let's do Egbe Connect, the publishing part of it, that's the book part of it, the radio part of it, the Seeker Pride part of it, the everything
Yep.
else, blogging part of it. That is what Egbe Connect is, the whole thing. And so
Yes.
you even know the different details and parts of it better than I do. But major thing to calm everybody down. Seeker Pride isn't gone. It's not about to go away anytime soon. It's very much there, but it's a subset now of the overarching Egbe Connect. That's the bottom line.
Yes, and let us make this very, 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 very clear. This is Egby's brainchild. Okay, Egby's brainchild. Let me tell you all how we got to the name. I'm a big researcher. I'm a big person on words, right? So I love researching words, the meaning of them. So one day I was doing some research and I was like, let me look up what her name means. And so I looked up what her name meant, and it literally meant, say, say it again. It meant something about community.
Community.
And
Yeah.
yes, it meant community. And there was another word I thought that was a part of that, that I was like, your 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 name literally means community. Like it literally means community, and that's what you do. You build community everywhere she goes. Everything she touches, she builds community. She has an amazing network of businesses. You all know that she's an amazing network of businesses, of people, and all of those good things. And so it has been a joy to see that come together. And so all of a sudden, the name just kind of formed itself, and it was like, well, let's keep Egby, because we talked about community connection, and I was like, well, your name means community, and
Mm,
people know your name, so let's utilize that to kind of keep people connected, to know that they're still connected to you.
mm,
And honestly, all of the things that you've done, when I saw all how much you pour into this community, and you've done it without pay, right? You've done it without any financial support, and not asked for anything, and didn't really want anything from anyone. And so at this point it was like, well, what happens if you do this full time? How are you going to support yourself? How do we do all of that? So there are going to be some amazing opportunities, some events that she's going to be putting on, some teachings and trainings that she's going to be doing, and things that she honestly, my role as a brand strategist is literally the strategy. So you people come to me with all their ideas and all the things, and then I say, well, here's this, what about this way? Let's add some structure to it. We can do it this way, then we can do it this way, and then add the operations to it and pass it along back to them so they can run it smoothly along, on their own. And that is what we've done. So while I understand the actual structure, the brainchild of this is all Egby, truly. And she is really a genius in the way that she thinks. And so Sacred Pride is not going anywhere
no, it's not.
at all. It is actually expanded. And as we began to look at what she really was pouring, more that she was doing in the group or on the actual page was larger than just the Sacred Pride, the type of content it's people were connecting that weren't even a part of Sacred Pride,
Right.
that weren't even a part of Sacred, or they were cousins of cousins, somebody's second, third, and fourth cousins, twice removed, X, Y,
Interestingly,
and Z.
I'm going to say to step in and say something. This Seeker thing is an all-girl school, so that's the thing. But the
Yes.
first person to text me, to send me a message in total panic yesterday, because I didn't realize that the message had gone out saying, all of you followers of Seeker Pride, it has now changed to Egbe Connect. The first person to call me was a man, or is a man, walking out of
Yes.
the Democratic Republic of Congo, saying, oh my goodness, what is happening? And I'm going, what is happening? I hadn't watched the news. So I thought maybe something's happened out there, like the news. And he's saying, no, I have just seen this announcement there. So just to tell you that it really had stopped being just a Seika thing, a
Yes.
girls, a
Hmm.
women's thing. The first person to call and be in a panic is actually a guy that isn't really tied to the school necessarily.
Yes, yeah. And so with that, we want to say that Sacred Pride, we actually have created a group. You all will be getting an invitation. We'll actually post the link for those of you that want to join. We're going to
Mhm.
create a separate group just for you all to be able to connect and stay connected. And trust me, there is more coming for Sacred Pride. So she is not done with that. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the things you want to do with that community in particular for them?
Right, because we have this, we are, once you exist, things happen. Happy things,
Mhm.
sad things. It's an amazing community of women who have, of all walks of life, who have a lot to bring to the world, from anything from catering to education to the medical field. We have nurses, doctors, the
Yes.
legal field. And
Mhm.
the way it works, you see, they say charity begins at home. Patronize who you know, who you can trust. So, but if I don't
Yes.
know that you even do this, I am sitting here and I'm going to hire a lawyer from out there to do even my legal documents. I was getting ready to go to hospital. They're like, go to legal Zoom. If I know somebody who comes from this community who can do it, why not say there's this person? Go to them. You're trying to find somebody to cater your event. You're going to find somebody and then you're upset that they are unreliable and everything. You know somebody who's gone through the same training that you went through there about ethics and stuff. If you know that they exist, then go ahead and use them. Because as they say, people perish for lack of knowledge. I wouldn't know to use you if I
Yeah.
don't even know that you exist. So I'm
Yes.
also bringing that community together and bringing how would I call it now? Because we have little groups that have
Mhm.
built themselves from the whole Sika thing. But because those groups have uh, bylaws, rules, and procedures, they are limited because they can only do so much for the people in their specific group. Sika Pride has
Yes.
always been about anybody whatsoever who went to that school.
Connected.
It doesn't
Mhm.
matter whether
Yes,
you
and their
are
families.
correct.
And their families, the people that
Very
are
much so.
connected to them, people that are
Very,
connected to the
very,
university, professors, and really the family that has been created around Saker.
very much so. So as she said, I'm sure if you went, you didn't find it. You're getting an invitation pretty soon. There's now not only the Seka Pride, it's a Seka Pride group where we can actually come and share this news. Several times, even the principal herself has taken the time to say, here is an announcement about something going on in the school, and because this is a page or a group that has a large following, she believes if you put it on there, it will get the most, it will get seen as further. It will be distributed further. It has been used for that as a platform for that. So I will keep doing
Yeah.
what I've already been doing, but do it even more and make it a little bit more interactive this time, where people can also post what they have to say.
Yes.
I would go ahead and say clean and clear upfront so nobody's surprised. I said I would try to do my best to have a couple of people work with me so we can actually make sure that what the content of what is going on there meets a certain standard. So you don't just come
Yes.
and post any graphic thing. There's
Yeah, it's specific to Sacred Pride. So because as the content begins to expand, being able to reach multiple people and networks of people, we want to make sure that the content that comes for Sacred Pride is very specific. But Egbe Connect is going to be an amazing community that's international, worldwide,
right.
and people that um, um, just really have a heart to stay connected within certain communities. So we are getting ready to wrap it up. We are a few minutes over our time, but I wanted to make sure that we say congratulations to you. We are
Thank
so
you.
excited. Me and my entire team, we are so excited to come behind you to support you. Not just my team, my community now knows you now. Knows, all of my people know you, and they're excited to
just like
support
just like
you.
all of my family knows who Nikki is. Yeah, so
Yes, I got to meet her sister, and I was like, "Oh, I just love her so much." So I was like, "Oh, this is wonderful." So, we really are connected, and I'm so excited for all things that are to come. People in the comments have
great.
also said the sky is the limit. Wonderful
Thank
best
you.
wishes and much love to you in all your endeavors. Dr. Michelle Pfeiffer said,
I
great job and congratulations. Amazing. They talked about the book. So go back and look at those comments when you get a chance, because
I
I
will
think
do
they'll
that.
definitely encourage
And
you.
I want to take a
Yes,
minute to
on this
thank them.
journey.
I want to take a minute to thank you first of all, and then thank them. They are the most
Yes.
amazing. Somebody would say, you know what, you posted something. Do you know you wrote 2022? Like we're into January of 2023, but you wrote 2022. I think that was an error. Somebody's just they care. They read the stuff. I put out the book there. They bought the book. I go on the radio. They follow the radio show. I have just had the most loyal and committed following ever that actually
Yeah.
take the time to come out of the woodworks and let you know. So please, thank you. And there's more stuff. We'll be announcing the things and rolling them out as the days go by.
Yes.
New
Over the
website is
next
coming.
month.
Correct. New
Yep.
website is coming. New
Yes.
things that I
The
am
new
learning.
website is up. The new website is up. So
There you
it's
go.
not coming. The new website is live. So you all can actually go look at it. You can
Go,
actually go look at it
go
at
look at it.
Egbe Connect. We'll scroll it down at the bottom for those of you that need to. So go
Yes.
to egbeconnect.com, or you can go look, find her on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. She will be doing different things on all of those platforms. And then in addition to that, she has Musings, which is a branch of, and it is a spinoff of what the radio show she was just speaking of when she was with Bossa World, and she still will be working with them in the future as we go and as we build out. But she's going to have her own show as well. That's a little more tailored to her audience of things that she's looking to do. In addition to that, so you'll find her there, and she'll have her wonderful newsletter. So please go check out the website. Make sure that you subscribe. That's the best way that you can support her right now, is to go subscribe to her newsletter. You'll get amazing tips, businesses. Trust me, you know how sometimes people say subscribe and get daily tips. No, this is not a tip. This is a full on newsletter. She has five. I told her I need three main areas. She gives me five. So five, five.
The one, the
So
one I'm looking for the most to the culture one. The culture
yes,
aspect, things for anything from recipes to a way of dress,
yes,
whatever it is, because I think that's another way to connect cultures and connect peoples.
yes.
You understand?
Learning about different cultures. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hmm.
Yep, sharing cultures, learning about different cultures. There will be spaces for you all to that have businesses and that are for businesses, entrepreneurs, and creatives. You'll be able to she'll be able to spotlight some of you in those spaces and areas. So we are so excited for all that is to come. So make sure stay tuned, follow her on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And then also for Musings, make sure you go subscribe to her new YouTube channel, Musings with Egbe,
Hmm.
and then also her Instagram page. So she has two Instagram pages that she's managing now. So her main Egbe Connect, and then the other one that is the Musings. So it's gonna be exciting. She's got a team behind her that's gonna help her and support her
Thank God.
in it
Thank God
all.
for that support. I tell you. But there's some days I wake up and I'm like, who am I today? And I'm sitting there wondering why something isn't working. That's because you're logged in as so and so person. I'm like, I have multi personality disorder my own self.
Listen, my computer has multiple personalities disorder. I
I
promise
tell
you,
you.
it's
I tell you.
terrible. It's
But it's
terrible.
exciting.
So
And I'm just glad that it is it my prayer has always been, let this be something that benefits people. I don't care if it's one person, two, three, four. That is just let somebody be able to say, I saw this here and it helped me. I got to see this
yes,
person do this, and that is what makes me tick. That really is
yes,
it. And so I'm
yes.
hoping that people are going to just join the bandwagon, whatever you see that says Egbe Connect. There you go. That's
Egbe Connect or Musings with Egbe. One of the two, you will find all things there. So
and
make
yeah,
sure that
invitations
you,
are coming for Sika to join the Sika Pride group on
yes, group. Yep,
Facebook. It's going to be there
yep,
so
on
that the
Facebook.
Egbe Connect thing can still continue. That doesn't mean I'm not going to post Sika related stuff on Egbe Connect too. I will, but there's going to be
Yes,
this one that is dedicated to Sika Pride, and then the Egbe Connect can now expand and encompass
yes.
things outside of the specific Sika world. That's pretty
Yes.
much it.
Yes. So thank you all for joining in and for commenting, for sharing, for liking. Make sure you share this with some loved ones. Make sure you tag people and let people know about the amazing news that Sacred
Mhm.
Pride has expanded,
Mhm.
because it's not gone away, it's expanded,
Yeah.
to Egbe Connect and all the wonderful things that are coming. And we will be in touch soon. Egbe, any last final words before we close out?
What else can I say except I'm excited? I'm nervous a little bit because I'm like, can you handle all of this stuff? So I just might actually retire sooner than I thought I was going to retire. And people usually say, I'm going to retire and go off to I don't know where, Cancun, and just sit there in the sun. It doesn't look like I'll be doing that much sitting in the sun.
Yeah, no, not that kind of stuff. For maybe a week or so,
That's
maybe a
right.
week or
And
so.
there's work to do. There is work to do, and I believe
Yes, there
that's
is work to do.
what I've been called to do. Just keep doing it the
Yes,
best you can, and by God's grace, He will bless it, and it will reach who it is supposed to reach, and just make our world a better place.
yes.
Mhm.
Well, we are behind you here at Inspired, and we're excited to work with
Thank
you and
you.
see all of the things that are to come. Once again, thank you all for joining us for this
Thank you.
wonderful, special, and amazing announcement. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe, at egbeconnect.com. Make sure you like, follow on every platform you can think of. Go and follow Egbe, so you can find her everywhere on every platform. So we will be in touch soon, and you all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.